Welcome, Japan.
Welcome, everybody, to another edition of Why Come Japan, the show where I introduce and interview creative people here in Tokyo about their creativity. I'm your host, Radrey, and today on my show is TokyoBriBri.
Hi!
That's Bri for Brittany for short, right?
Yeah, it's Brittany. Or you can just call me Bri or whatever.
Where did that name even come from? It's just like...
Yeah, first, before I had my current YouTube channel, I had Instagram. I still do have Instagram, and I just wanted people to know what my Instagram was about. So it was like Tokyo and Bri for short, Bri. I don't know.
Oh, well, it's not like it sounds like a katakana thing.
Yeah,
burrito ni. It's like not just buri.
Yeah, I think my channel name is on my banner and stuff, TokyoBriBri, and then it just sounds like my boyfriend helped me come up with it, and then I just moved it over to my YouTube channel and I started this channel. So
wait. Okay. You don't have to answer this question if you don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is your boyfriend Japanese?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's Japanese.
Just for some context. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. My boyfriend's Japanese.
And how long have you been with him? A long time, right?
Yeah, 6 years. 6 years. That'll be 7.
Okay, and you met him here in Japan?
Yeah, we were living at the same share house, and then magic.
Magic. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Nice.
I like magic.
Yeah.
Well, so wait, you've been here since 2007, right?
Yeah, 2007. Yeah.
I had to do some cyber stalking. I have to do cyber stalking on my guests.
Yeah.
For the record. I had to do some cyber stalking, and I had to find out, I just had to find some small surface level information.
Some nuggets of information.
Yeah. Yeah. I want them nuggets.
Yeah.
No. So you've been here since 2007. That's a long time. That's longer than me.
Yeah, it's a long time. It's 11 years. Yeah.
And you must have seen Japan change a lot, because I've definitely seen it change over the 9 years, I guess I've been here.
I came here, I didn't have a smartphone. There was barely any English on the maps. I didn't have Google Maps. There was just kanji on all the signs and everything. And I was like, oh.
Wait, you didn't start YouTube until 2 years ago, though, right?
Yeah, well, this channel that I'm using, I didn't start until 2 years ago. But I used to do, I used to have YouTube videos for projects for my Japanese classes. I used to do them with my friends, when I was in high school back in the day. And then I don't have that channel anymore because I was like, that's embarrassing.
Oh,
so I made a new one.
Wait, so when did this channel come out?
The channel that I'm using now is just 2 years old.
Oh, what was the channel before that? It was
the channel before that. I was using it for making Japanese skits with my friends, for our Japanese class when I was in high school.
Oh, okay. It was just YouTube was just that platform.
Yeah, YouTube was just
something on there for the.
Yeah, you would never think there was an audience, right? Yeah, back then.
Yeah, because when I was in FOB, that's the first thing. Well, not the first thing I did when I got fresh off the boat. I was only introduced into the YouTube world oh wait, no, it's the first week actually. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm surprised you never knew of anything about the YouTube community. You just kind of brushed it over.
No, I didn't know. I think I didn't know until just a few years ago that people did YouTube as a thing or a hobby. I used to do it in high school just with my friends for fun, but I didn't know I used YouTube to watch music or TV shows that people uploaded, but I didn't follow any J vloggers or anything like that until just literally just a few years ago.
Okay, then I guess I have to ask, who was the first J vlogger you quote unquote discovered?
I think the first J vlogger I found was Charla in Japan.
Really? That late in the game?
Yeah, that late in the game. Because I think I was looking up something about gel nails, and I found a video that she'd made on it, and I was like, oh, that's really helpful. But I didn't know like that was like her job or anything. I was just
Were
like,
you
oh,
always,
what?
were you always in Tokyo? I mean, like since your handle's TokyoBriBri.
Yeah, I've always like been around Tokyo, but I've lived in like Yokohama and Saitama and Tokyo, basically. It's like all
Really?
around Tokyo.
And you never thought? I mean, like, okay. I mean, and this is bringing me back. I remember having a Skype conversation with Miss Hana Minx. You know who that is, right?
I know who's that.
You know who that is? All right. Well, you
What
can
did you
look
say?
her up.
Hana Minx?
You don't know Hana Minx? All right. It's okay. She was.
Google.
Yeah. I'll let the Google do all the explaining. Um,
Hana Minx.
she came really big. She got a featured on Philip DeFranco show. Then she blew up when she went to the States and she taught people terrible Japanese lessons.
Oh.
Anyway, point
This
of it is,
person.
anyway, I was talking to her one time before when she was a huge person on YouTube, and
Okay.
she was telling me like it didn't matter anything you typed in Japan, you would find one of the J vloggers immediately, like whether it's like Tkyosam or Give Me a Break Man or Tokyo Kuni. It was very easy to find us. You know, this was back before like Japanese people really did you know, YouTube videos. I mean, now you got like Hakakin and all these I don't know how to explain it. People who follow suit of like the YouTube trends.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, Simon's here.
Yes.
Hi,
Simon
Simon.
Ochanama. I need to get on his channel. I mean, I don't know much about him. Everybody talks about three old dudes.
Oh yeah, you should be on there. But I'm just looking at Miss Hana Minx, and like her last video was like uploaded 5 years ago.
Yep.
So
that old.
yeah, that's why I don't know who she is. Because
Okay, so
I told you I just got into the game like just a few years ago.
No, I find that interesting. I mean, like, I'm not sure, like, because there was a time when I stopped doing YouTube videos for like since 2011. And I want to say I almost never touched the site for like an entire year.
Right.
I'm like thinking, is that maybe that's what you went through? You know, like you never really touched the site. You just kind of
like because I just would like I knew YouTube as like music and like people who just upload like TV shows and stuff, and I never checked like the trending page because it never like fit what I want. Oh, Asagi's here. But yeah, no, I don't know. I just like didn't. I think I was like busy with work and living here, and I just didn't get back into it until recently. So.
Okay, because I mean, like a lot of my time was like as a hobby, was just doing this. Because like when I first came to Japan, I wanted to do movies and filmmaking. I still kind of do, but
yeah, well, like yeah, I understand. Like because I like when I was younger, I wanted to be like a photographer, and then because I started doing Instagram, like just uploading like random photos, and people were asking me like to make videos, and that's why I made this YouTube account.
Wait a minute, when did Instagram start? 2000 something. 2000 something. It's back when they had like those shitty filters and everything.
Yeah, when everything was like sepia.
I think it was 2011, 2012 maybe.
Yeah, I mean it's newer, and I haven't been using it that long either. Like just a few years, but yeah.
So that was the instigator.
To get back into YouTube was the instigator.
Okay, it's just you had enough people send comments like, "You should do YouTube. Tell us how the drink tastes."
Yeah, like I think I had like 1,000 followers on Instagram, and like I would post a photo, and people would send me messages like, "Oh, do you have a YouTube channel?" Or like, "Can you make a video about this?" I'm like, "I don't have a YouTube channel." What are you talking about?
And you've grown to where you are today. I guess that's pretty cool. I mean, you started 2016?
16, yeah.
Okay.
And like I'm not a very consistent uploader.
It's okay. I mean, the algorithm wants so much from us, but we can only give so much. I mean, it just seems like the bigger people, everybody needs a staff nowadays, but that's like a conversation for another day. All right. So I wanted to ask this. I've noticed that your most popular video on your channel is like you do these kind of person on the street videos or man on the street or woman on the street.
Lady.
Yeah. Why Come Japan is not sexist, you know.
Yeah.
What is the correct terminology for that nowadays? It's gonna be like before it used to be just man on the street, but
Yeah, I just say like
2018, you know, they on the street.
they on the street. I just say street interviews, but
Okay, street interviews. Let's keep it
yeah.
that.
I mean, man on the whatever is fine.
I guess they say mankind, but
Yeah, well, humankind.
whatever.
Whatever.
Homo sapien kind.
Yes.
So why do you think people like man on the street interviews? Homo sapien. You know what I meant.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I think those videos are popular because like I think the people who wanted me to do videos, like they want to know about life in Japan or what Japanese people think about something. And I am not a Japanese person. So the best I can do is ask them what they think. And I like debates. I like debating. So that's why I like that kind of video. Like I want to pick something kind of controversial and then just like, there it is. And like, let people talk about it. But I need to get better at them.
Were you really in debates in college? Or not really?
No, because I went to university here, so they don't do that. There's no like debates or anything like that. But I liked it in like middle school, junior high school, and high school. Like I used to often, not like a debate team, but like we had like a debate class. And then, yeah.
Huh. Yeah, because I mean, in Japan, especially everybody who's taught kids, you know, having a debate with a Japanese person, it's very difficult.
I know. Ask my boyfriend. He hates it. Like every time there is like some topic that's like controversial, I want to talk about it. I want to talk about it, and I want to like play devil's advocate, and I want to get like a reaction. And then my boyfriend hates it. He's like, I don't want to talk about this. I have a headache.
What was your inspiration for this? Was it like through, what's his name? That Japanese guy, Yuta? Was that kind of what instigated it?
Not really. Like I've only seen like one of his interviews, I think. I think I ran into him once. He doesn't know who I am, but I ran into him at some YouTuber party thing.
It was Hanami, was it?
It wasn't the Hanami. It was like at a bar. It was at a bar.
Oh, like those YouTube things they have?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Asagi says we don't have a debate culture. Yeah, there's no debate culture here, so that's why I like to debate things, because there isn't one here. But what was I saying? You're
saying something about
the beer's getting to my head.
No, it's okay. That's the worst part about doing these interviews really late, you know?
Yeah.
There's little tiny distractions. Like I was doing one Tokyo Drew, and there's like this little tiny distraction. It takes me out of it. But we were talking about debates and then
something.
Stuff and things. It's okay.
All right. That's all right. Well, no, the Yuta. I have.
Oh, where did you meet him? That's what it was.
Yeah, like some bar party.
It wasn't YouTube Space. That's what I was gonna say.
No, it wasn't YouTube Space. I don't know. But I just ran into him there, and then like that's how I found his videos. And then I think I only watched one of them, but I really like Asian Boss. Have you watched?
Yeah.
I really loved their videos with like North Korean defectors and stuff like that. I was like, I'm really into that kind of thing.
Yeah, they're a bit more clickbaity than Yuta is.
Oh.
I'm not saying that like it's a bad thing. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. Just sometimes I watch these videos and if they have too much gloss, it's like, nah, I'm okay. But
yeah,
I'm not being judgmental here. I'm just.
Asagi said Roppongi. I was there and met Yuta. Yeah, that was it. And I didn't meet Asagi when I was there. That's crazy. It was like 2 years ago, maybe. Like,
well, I just recently met Asagi with the Eric Surf 6 collaboration video we did together.
Oh.
How long have you known each other?
Just since like Victor shouted us out together in like one video, and then we got to know each other.
Purge video?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we got to know each other and we met at the YouTube Hanami.
You'd think that I'd subscribe to all those people if I watched that video.
But you didn't.
But I don't know. It's just a button, you know. It's just sort of like, and then YouTube's changing to where like they have the recommended page first, and you're like, oh,
I
that looks
know.
interesting. I'm like, who's this guy? Do you find some random guy in like Indonesia talking about Doraemon?
You're like, I'll subscribe to him.
Like, okay, well, that's kind of interesting. These
Yeah.
automated videos with fingers that talk, and
Oh my god.
if you saw any of those,
Yeah. You're going down the YouTube
yeah, I
rabbit hole.
went down the rabbit hole pretty deep there for a while, but
Yeah.
now most of those are gone now.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube changed their standards.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah, back to what we were saying, like Asian Boss, like I really liked their videos with like the talking about like North Korea and South Korea and how they're like all that stuff, because like I don't know anybody from North Korea. So that was really interesting for me. So I feel like people who don't live in Japan would think, if there's like some debate going on about something, why not just they probably want to hear about what actual people in Japan think. And then yeah.
I mean, if I did something like that, I mean, I feel like I'd have to put in a lot of confidence in just asking people. Do you ever worry about that?
Yeah, like I don't think I have like anxiety or anything, but like my heart pounds and my stomach hurts when I feel like when I have to like ask somebody if they'll like be on camera for an interview. A lot of people say no, so I have to be there like all day.
And then you eventually get someone.
Yeah.
I wonder how many people they must go through. Yuta and Asian Boss.
Right? Because you look like a kind of a weirdo, like with a camera, and like you're like, can I put you on film and like put you on the internet?
But that's not really an atypical thing, though. I mean, you see people with cameras all the time in Shibuya.
Yeah, that's why I do it in Shibuya, because there's young people there, and like they know more about the YouTube culture, and like it's easier because they're younger, they're interested and curious, and like I always try, if they're strangers, I always try to interview them in pairs, because I feel like that's easier to get them. Like if their friend is standing next to them, they feel more confident to answer.
Yeah, it's always about groups. For some reason, groups always really work.
Yeah, because like I know, like whenever it's like somebody's like by themselves, they're like, I don't want to be on camera. But if it's like two young girls, they're like, oh yeah, sure, whatever. I'm like, okay.
So I'm guessing it was probably what you did was you just had this kind of feeling like, I wonder what Japan thinks about Ghost in the Shell, or
right.
I'm guessing it's one of those feelings.
Yes, I really wanted to do a Ghost in the Shell one, but like I'm so late. Whenever anything is like a trending topic, I want to make an interview about it, but like I have like other responsibilities that I have to do, and then by the time I can film it, edit it, upload it, it's like not trendy anymore. Which I'm fine with, because I'm just like, oh, here's like this information that I got. Which yeah. Oh, go ahead.
It looks like you got quite a good number of views, your last video, Logan Paul versus PewDiePie.
Yeah. So I did not think that would get so many views. Like I think it's like my most right now, I think it's my most viewed video, the newest one, which I didn't think anyone would watch because it's so like finished. Like, I mean,
what do you mean so finished?
I mean, like, it's not really like the topic's kind of.
Oh, I see. It's kind of dated.
Yeah, because like Logan Paul came to Japan in like early January, or like during the New Year's. But like I had my original interview, and then that kind of blew up because someone else made a video comparing Logan and PewDiePie, and then it like boosted my video, and then people were just like, make a video about Logan Paul versus PewDiePie. So, and then Asagi and Rina from Mashu Rina.
Oh, right, you had their help.
Yeah, they were so kind to let me interview them about like such a controversial topic. So I feel really grateful. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the best way. That's the way to do it. Just get YouTubers. I mean, that's partially why I started the show. I mean,
Yeah.
like, it's like, oh, there's so many YouTubers out there. It's like I always have somebody for every week. So I don't worry
Yeah.
about that.
I mean,
Just
oh.
waste an entire. I mean, not waste. I mean, I do get. I mean, this is me being cynical. My cynicism is going to be the end of me. I do these shows because I learned something about creativity that I've never learned before, and that's partially why I make them every week. It's a lot of work, but I do enjoy it.
Yeah, because you're uploading videos almost every week, right?
Yeah, every week. I mean, just this one. I mean, they're pretty hefty files, and so. Asagi in the chat is saying PewDiePie recently uploaded a video about Logan Paul, right? Is that the reason your video blew up?
Oh, did he? Maybe. So,
it's possible.
Like, I don't actually watch either of them, Logan Paul or PewDiePie.
Well, they're both brands, you know?
Yeah.
You got to channel to the masses, and you did it.
Yeah. Which,
I saw one video on YouTube. I don't know how. It got through my recommended list. It's like the existential dread of Logan Paul. And I'm like,
oh my gosh,
what the hell is this? And I sat down and I watched the entire thing. It was great.
Well, I guess it gets views. The names get views.
Yeah, so I mean, it was good that you got, was it Nina Berry and Asagi's like opinion, because that way it's not like some total stranger that you don't don't know. Like, you can ask them kind of, I guess, somewhat personal questions. And maybe to be honest with you, but I don't know. Yeah,
they were really nice to let me interview both of them, because I know it's like an uncomfortable topic a little bit. Like, you don't want to seem like you're bashing someone and then get like hate for it. But all of the comments are pretty positive towards them. So
basically, if I have any viewer requested man on the street, or Homo sapien on the street. Let's say person on the street interviews. Just street interviews. Let's keep it simple.
Yeah.
Street interviews. The best ones are always viewer requested.
I've gotten some requests that, like, I don't even know what they're talking about. They're like, do this interview, and I'm like, what is that?
Talk about Japan's favorite Fire Emblem character.
Yeah. Sometimes I don't know what people are asking, but I figure if I see people like on Twitter or something like talking about like a subject, then I'm like, oh, it's like people who are interested in the same things as my videos are interested in this topic. So then I've only done like a few interviews, but I like to do more. But
yeah. Oh yeah, it's always best to be genuine. I mean, when you're asking your questions, because I was interviewing somebody before this episode, actually, a friend of mine, Norman England, he's a filmmaker here, and he does lots of interviews and everything. And he was just telling me the point of an interview really is you need to go into it like with a goal.
Yeah.
And make sure you understand the subject like completely in and out. So, I mean, that's what makes a good interview, I think.
Yeah, if I interview somebody about something that I've never seen or never like known about, then I feel like it doesn't really work out.
True.
And I've scrapped complete interviews because I didn't get like what I wanted out of it, basically. Really? Yeah, like I was trying to do
tell. Which ones did you scrape?
I might revisit it. I might revisit it, but I tried to do some interviews about how Japanese people think about gun violence in America and like just guns in general. Because it was like when was that? It was when the
Florida, the park shooting or something.
Yeah, it was around that time, and I wanted to see like what Japanese people thought about it and how they viewed like guns in America and like what their image of America was. But kind of everyone just said it's scary. Like no matter what question I asked, they said it's scary, it's scary, it's scary. And I'm like, okay, my questions aren't good enough for this.
Like America wa kawaii no sa.
Yeah. They were just saying like, I'm like, so what do you think about what's your image of America and guns? And they're like, it's scary. And I'm like, okay. Like it was just like blanket answer scary, and I couldn't get any other information. So I was like, okay, I have to like rethink these questions and come back to it someday, maybe.
Yeah, it can be very hard to get them to articulate. I mean,
Yeah, and I was interviewing like it was in Shibuya, and it was interviewing like young like high school kids, and then because like it's so different, like in America, maybe everyone has like a really strong opinion either way, but in Japan, they're like, oh, it's scary because there's no threat of it here, so yeah.
there was that one guy who made his own 3D printed gun, but I mean, Japan kind
Oh
of
yeah, I remember that.
they backed up. Well, they they made sure that that could never happen again.
Yeah, yeah. But that was the one interview that I totally scrapped, and I was like, ugh, I spent a whole day out there in the cold, and I was like, oh.
It might be worth putting up. I mean, if you have nothing else going on,
Yeah. I think I might want to try to like revisit it and like
I don't think
tweak my
that
questions.
problem is going to go away anytime soon.
No,
so.
yeah, yeah. I don't think it's a very time sensitive one, so like maybe it's another time.
Yeah, it's become like a household, what is it, polarization topic on the show.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yeah.
All right, so are there any kind of videos we should expect from you in the future? We should be excited for. You should ring that bell. Like, can't wait till next TokyoBriBri video.
Notifications on
in front of my screen.
Yeah. Well, I have a ton of videos that I haven't edited yet because like my mom's been here, and now my boyfriend's mom is here. She's like in the other room, so I hope she can't hear me. But no, I've got like hiking videos. I've got some hiking videos I want to put up. Yep, I've got some just like regular vlogs. I got a spooky one. So
you didn't do any videos with your mom? It was just your mom that came, right?
Yeah, it was just my mom that came, but my brother lives here too, so he was here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You can see my mom on Instagram, but not so much in my videos because she was just like, it's so humid here. So she's like, my hair, I can't. And I'm like, okay.
So wait, you came to Japan back 2007.
Yes.
Typical foreigner gaijin question, but
yeah.
What brought you here originally?
Okay, yeah.
Why? That's the namesake of the show. I gotta ask it.
Yeah. Well, I came here for university. So it's kind of a complicated story. I was taking Japanese classes at a university while I was in high school in America. And then the university professor recommended me to Sophia University. So
did you transfer there?
Yeah. So I came here. And then after I was done with school, I was supposed to go back home, but I just stayed. Like my whole family was expecting me to come back home, but I just kind of was like, no, I'm going to stay here. I did go home once after I graduated, and then I was like, yeah, I have a return ticket already, so.
You're like, yeah, I'm not doing this.
Yeah. I was like, sorry.
Oh, I totally get it. I mean, I went to maybe the sister college of yours, Temple.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I went there. And, I'll admit I'm an introvert. So, I mean, I loved it. I loved it here. Just me and myself, my books. I read all my books, do my things. I don't have to get bothered by my mom. I mean, I love my mom. I love her to death, but I like being alone.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice to have like some distance sometimes. It doesn't have to be this far, but yeah.
Okay, so what is it particularly about Japan that you kind of like fell in love with, you think?
Well, for sure I fell in love with Tokyo because there's just so much stuff to do here, and it's so different from my hometown. Like I'm from Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Okay.
And
you got the Packers, right?
Yeah.
I guess that's not a city.
Stadium. We have the NFL, and that's it.
That's it?
Here. Yeah.
Right, well.
And I came to Japan when I was 19, so I couldn't even drink when I was living back home. So there was like nothing for me to do. But here I could there's, karaoke. I went like Roppongi nightclubs. I was in school. I was meeting new people from all over the world, and like that's what really kind of attracted me.
Okay, just because there was such a plethora of things to do in Japan.
Yeah, and it's like, and I'm like, I met one of my best friends from France, and like, you know, like because I went to Sofia, which had like an international campus, so like I was just exposed to like way more here than I would ever be if I was still in Green Bay. So
yeah, I mean, I can kind of relate because at that point when I graduated from school, I mean, I made all these friends and I was having a good time. Why spoil all of it? I did go through some depression here and there, but I got over it.
You pulled through.
Yeah, I mean, it's just learn how to deal with it, I guess.
Yeah.
You're having any reverse culture shock?
Yes, like because there was a period of time where I didn't go home for like 3 years straight. I didn't go home, and I remember going home, and I was like so thirsty when I arrived in like the airport. Like I just went to like the nearest like McDonald's that was in the airport, and I ordered a large soda because I was just so thirsty. I'm like, oh, I need a large, and it was like a refillable one. And it was like bigger than my head, and I was like, oh, I can't finish this, and I had to like throw it away. And I was like, why is it so big? And the toilets are so big, like the stalls.
Oh yeah, that's true. Like,
and there's like that big gap.
They're not heated either.
They're not heated, and there's a big gap where like kids like can poke their head under the stalls.
That's never been a problem for me.
Have you ever had that happen?
No.
Well, I guess because like old moms bring their little kids into the bathroom.
Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, it's like you have like a 2-year-old crawling into your stall. It's like whoa.
Well, because they've always been, or like whenever kids came to the men's room, they're always very well behaved. Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. maybe in Colorado they're just well behaved. I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe in Green Bay they're just awful.
Possible. I've never been there, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Mostly cold most of the time, right? I mean.
Yeah, like they had a blizzard in the middle of April this year.
Okay.
Isn't that insane?
Well, I mean.
The middle of April.
It is insane, but I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of weird weather stuff going on.
Yeah, that's true.
Internationally, so it's, I guess, all that not all that surprising, but. Okay.
Yeah.
So I got to ask, because I dropped off of YouTube in 2011, and I just recently came back. I've been like slowly churning myself back in to YouTube, like making video by video, and I still feel out of my league here.
Why do you feel out of your league?
I don't know. I'm just who are the other YouTube people I should know out there nowadays? Are there any new people?
Asagi. Check out. TokyoBriBri.
Yep.
My friend, you know Rena also, right? Rena and Matthew.
Yeah, I met them at the Hanami party. Didn't talk very much.
Yeah, like I feel bad. Their channel. You heard about their channel got deleted or something?
Oh yeah, what was that all about?
I don't know, but like I'm glad they have like the new one up, and it's like they're almost caught up with subscribers now. But I don't know. YouTube's weird.
I mean, like they're like one of the most wholesome people on YouTube. It's really, it's really odd that they would get targeted.
I know.
Maybe that's why, because they are wholesome and they made them an easier target. I don't know. But
you
know any of the details or no?
No, I just know that they woke up one day and it was like gone, which is crazy. But if you don't watch their channel, you should check it out. My friend Tatsu, he has a channel. Yeah, well, his name is Kuritsumi on YouTube, but that's just hard to like find. But he does like Godzilla unboxing, like Godzilla toys unboxings. Nice. Yeah, he's a Godzilla freak. Yeah. Who else is out there?
Is it in Japanese or in English?
He alternates, but he always if he does it in Japanese, he'll put like English subtitles too.
Oh man, that's a lot of work.
It is. I'm like, why don't you just do it in English?
No, to me, I'm just sort of like I really honor. I mean, I really appreciate people who take the time to make those subtitles because I know how much of a tedious process it is.
Yeah, I know. Like, cause I do subtitles for my street interview ones too, and that's a process.
I mean, those are probably worth it though, because I mean, you're getting raw, real information
Yeah, and then they're not
that'll
that
go
long.
viral.
Yeah, but yeah, he does Godzilla unboxings if anyone likes Godzilla stuff. But
All right, well, I'll check him out
yeah,
because it seemed like I would just kind of poke my head in YouTube every now and then to see who's big, and it seemed like a couple of years ago it was like Texan in Tokyo, it was Charla, and it was
oh yeah.
who else was there? There's another girl who Taylor R, I guess, a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's a lot of women, which
A
I was
lot of women.
yeah, no, I mean it's a good thing. I mean it's good to be YouTube progressive,
Yeah.
What else? Who was it? Who was the third one? Rachel and June. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't watched them in ages. You watch them?
They
I don't follow these people anymore. I mean, I don't know.
yeah, I watched because it just popped up in my recommended. Oh, David said Kuritsumi's unboxing vids are very cool. Yeah.
Okay.
But
I'll try to find this guy's channel.
yeah, he's kind of crazy, but he's one of my best friends. We went to school together. But no, I watched Rachel and June's newest video about like the what was it? The university, the Tokyo Medical University, who was like sabotaging women's entrance exams.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I watched that video because I thought that was interesting, and I wanted to do an interview about that, but I feel like it's going to be old news by the time I have time to do that.
Yeah, right. I mean, like, can you imagine that? Like, even if you do a Yanni and Laurel video,
I wanted to do that, but I was going to America, and I was like, that would have been so funny.
Yeah, but I remember like telling one of my friends, like, you should do a Yanni and Laurel video. Like, nah, that was so long ago. Like, dude, it was a week ago.
Yeah,
that long ago.
Like when I found it, because I was doing that with my boyfriend, I was like, what do you hear? And like he was like, I hear bloral or something, like, because
Laurel.
I don't know.
Hey, what did you hear at first?
I heard Liani at first.
Liani, because I 100% I 100% heard Yanni.
I heard Yanni.
Yeah, Yanni.
Yanni. And then I like
played the flute for me too.
Yeah. And then I started hearing Laurel, and it was like back and forth. And then like before I forgot about it because it's been so long in online time, but I could hear like both of them if I just switched it.
Yeah, no, what was really weird was that if you played it really slow, then you could start hearing it, or at least I could. I'm like, that is so weird. Why? Mm-hmm. Why could I keep hearing Yanni?
Mm-hmm. Yanni, Laurel, Yanni, Laurel.
There's also another thing. I kind of like using that example in my students. Like that, and like the dress one. Like, what color is the dress? It's like, because people are going to have differences in opinions, and so you have to know what these different opinions are.
Mm-hmm.
And because I kind of have to explain to my students, like, this is how you form an opinion, and this is how people see it, and this is what you hear, and that's what the other person hears. So it's kind of like it's forcing an opinion.
Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, because like a lot of, excuse me, the beer is getting to me. Because like a lot of.
What is this? Your first one?
It is.
Okay.
Of the night, not of my life, but.
What is this? Chuhai or something?
No, it's just a Kirin beer.
A Kirin? Okay.
But it's interesting because like when I do the interviews too, like I kind of have to prod people to give me their opinion. Because they're like, oh, yeah. Oh, because like when I did my first interview with the, about like Logan Paul's like suicide forest stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I like, at first I showed them just his videos like in Asakusa, and like he was doing something like, oh yeah, I know this. Oh, and then it got progressively like worse. And like, but like they're still like smiling and like, and it's like, okay, now it's not, fun anymore. So like it was hard for them to like say honestly, like, I don't really like this. They're just like, yeah, keep watching it. And gradually they're like, okay, yeah, I get it.
So it's just basically hard to get a good answer out of them.
Kind of. Like you need like the proper questions to like give them the prompt they need to give their opinion, no matter like which way it is. It's hard because like you don't want to like lead them one way or another, but you're kind of like, it's give me your real thoughts.
All right, well, I'm out of questions. Anything you want to say before we go?
Subscribe, notifications.
Subscribe. Oh yeah, that's right. You gotta do the call to action.
The call to action. Okay, wait. I have a question for you. Do you ever follow those, like, you know how like YouTube gives you like those videos, like the creator something? Do you know what I mean? Something? Like if you like go onto your like YouTube thing and then like it'll have like ways to like improve your channel, and like sometimes they have videos,
like those little helper things, like
you
should appear in other people's videos.
It's so like markety to me, like I hate it.
What's interesting is, I don't know if you know Tokyo Kuni. He was like one of the original Japanese vloggers here in Japan.
I do know of him.
You've heard of his name?
Yeah, I watched your interview with him.
Oh, great! Yeah.
Yeah.
It was okay. I was really tired during that because it was in the morning and it was hot and yeah. But anyway, no. I mean, what was interesting about how he was saying that, how you constantly be given this advice about how to run a YouTube channel, and he's like, dude, I was doing this like 7 years ago.
Right. Well, like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like I get it. Like, they want to like push everyone's YouTube channel so that we have like millions of subscribers and stuff like that. But like, I don't know. Like, it just seems like really like you're in a board meeting and like, this is what you have to do. Like,
it gets a bit monotonous in a way. I mean,
yeah, it's like call to action, blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah.
Call to action, or it's just like, okay, I'm gonna make I've even joked with my students a few times. Hey guys, look, hey, this is what you do for YouTube video. Hey guys, I'm here at TokyoBriBri. We're doing a little live interview chat. This is TokyoBriBri. She has a YouTube video channel. She does lots of cool things. You should go subscribe to her. All right, make sure you push all the buttons down, the link in the down below, and join our Patreon. All right, I'll see you next week. Peace. You know, it's like the whole freaking video.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Oh, I was gonna ask you a question.
Yeah, sure.
I had one, and now I forgot.
It's the best kind.
Yeah, we were talking about something.
We're talking about bathroom stalls. What?
Yeah, we were talking about bathroom stalls. But why did you drop? You said you dropped off of YouTube for a while. Why did you do that?
I mean, just purely lost interest in it. I mean, I was thinking about this actually a lot today.
Mm-hmm.
Why did I even make these interviews? I mean, because they're not exactly lucrative. I don't make any money off of it. I mean, I don't really do this as like a number game. I kind of do this for myself, you know, I mean, not just for myself. I mean, other people. I get to meet other people. Keeps me social. I'm not constantly just sitting in a room, you know, looking at a wall, which I do every day.
Yeah. Well, would you ever have would you ever have a Japanese person on your Why Come to Japan?
Oh, I have.
Video? You have?
There's only been one, actually. I should have Asagi on.
Yeah, I was gonna say you should have like Asagi or Nina or somebody, like, because that's interesting.
Cool. She's pretty chill, so
yeah.
At some point, I mean, she's gonna be on Simon's show as well, so it's always good to know lots of people. This way, you never run out of guests.
Yeah, there you go. But like, I think that would be interesting to have a Japanese person on Why Come to Japan.
No, I should really shout out the first Japanese person on the show.
Yeah, who was that?
It was my friend Nomi. She does all the introduction. You know that little intro I have in the beginning of all my edited interviews?
Mm-hmm.
That she did that whole
intro?
She did that entire intro. She's very talented. So
cool.
I'll probably throw that in the show notes here because it's definitely an interesting interview. She's awesome. I mean, more people should be asking her to do work for her. I mean, more people should be asking her to do freelance work for them. There we go.
There you go. Yeah.
Good at words.
Yeah.
And things.
Oh, and hi, Robert, in the chat.
Yeah, hey, Robert. Robert's a good follower of mine. I like shouting out Robert's name.
Yay.
I wish you had more of a handle though. I mean, because Robert's kind of a common name.
Robert.
Rob. Tokyo
Formerly known
Rob.
as.
I don't know.
We're all Tokyo.
Do you like that handle, TokyoBriBri? I mean, how do you feel about it?
I've been shaded for it apparently.
Really? By who?
Oh,
You guys, give me break, man.
No.
He's throwing shade. Like, what the hell is his problem? He's always talking about thick skin, all that stuff. Every video I watch with him where he does the Oyachi stuff, he's always talking about that. Anyway.
Yeah, no.
Rant
no,
over.
not him, not anyone. Yeah. But no, like I'm fine with my name because like that was my handle for Instagram and that's how people knew me, so why not use it? That just seems like a smart thing to do. Also, my name is Brittany and I live in Tokyo. What else do you want from me?
Well, there's a while there you went by the handle TokyoBriBri.
Oh, well, like
that was a legitimate accident though, right?
On Facebook.
It's just Facebook, okay.
Yeah, Facebook, because I originally had Tokyo, but they said like that's not a name. So I was like, oh, okay. So I had to change it because it's not like a fan page or anything. It's just like my Facebook name.
And you knew nothing about Tkyosam at that time, right?
I know about Tkyosam, but
even before you got that name, or no?
Yeah, well, I had no choice because I was like, well, because like if I wrote Tokyo, then it said like it's not a name and you can't use it, and I was like, okay, well, I'll just take out the O then.
I don't. So you knew of him and you did that anyway.
Yeah, because. Awesome. What?
No. I mean, okay, I don't know if I should divulge this information, but I'll do it anyway because I don't care.
Do it.
I remember one time I was in Malaysia, right?
Okay.
Just on vacation, and I saw this T-shirt that said Tokyo on it. I took a picture of it, and I sent it to Sam, and he's like, I should really trademark the Tokyo name.
Oops.
Other people are taking it. I think he was mentioning you.
What?
He was getting self-conscious about it, so you did it. Congratulations.
Oh.
You got under his skin.
Sorry.
You win at life.
Oh, but Simon says Brittany doesn't defile sushi now, though. Oh.
Sushi row. I don't know if he quote unquote defiled it, but
is that so? He put the camera around the.
I mean, I don't know. Victor was talking about this too. Give me a break, man. It's just that it's not really a novel idea. I mean, he just happened to capture something that was really cool at one time. He
put the camera on the conveyor belt?
Yeah, I mean, like, what's his name? Tom Green did the same thing, but he put like a vibrator on the conveyor belt. You didn't know that? Yeah.
Those are different times, though.
Yeah, but that wasn't even Tokyo, though. So I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how they got away with that. Well, probably nobody cared.
Yeah. I don't know. That made news, though.
No. His story made news. The only reason why it made news was because it was polarizing. You know. I'm sure if like everybody's like, I remember when that video first hit, everybody was like, man, we totally got to copy that video verbatim and we'll get the same amount of views. I'm like, yeah, you could probably, catch some views off of a viral video. But I think it's sort of like when you go outside, like, man, I'm making a viral video today. Like, no, that's not how viral videos work. You make something and it becomes viral on accident.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Well, like that conveyor belt sushi camera thing would have been a good interview too. Very polarizing.
Yeah, no, you should. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. Well,
I don't think I'll touch that. But it would have been like, I think some people would think it's awful and some people would be like, oh yeah, that's kind of funny or whatever.
Because I think what it is about that one was very interesting is we got to see like the perspectives of like different Japanese lives, like what certain people are going through. Some couples are very happy, some are very sad, and I think that was the interesting part about it. I
think it would have been cool if he had gotten like permission or something, or like it was like
everybody says, yeah.
Because I mean, it's a cool idea. I'll give them that. It's a cool idea, but it's not like,
Isn't that what isn't that what they say though? Like they say it's easier to ask for forgiveness than it is to ask for permission.
I guess. True. Like, yeah.
Maybe that's wrong. Maybe I have that word twist or that phrase or that idiom or no, it's not an idiom. I can't English today. No, okay. I don't know. One thing that's really bothering me about my own English sometimes is like sometimes I often reuse the same words over and over again. And like, man, I'm gonna make fun of myself for saying the same freaking word over and over again. I don't know if you have this problem, but
I have a problem where like I use like when I came here, I realized people can understand what I said a lot of the time. So I don't want to say like I dumbed down my English. Like I would use simpler words. And then I feel like that's stuck a lot of the time. So I feel like I've forgotten some more like sophisticated vocabulary sometimes. Do you ever feel like that?
Not sophisticated vocabulary. To me, it's sort of like I forget like how to explain things. And I want to be able to explain things well. So sometimes I do lots of reading.
Yeah.
To do that, but I don't know. Yeah, I totally get it. Like you want to speak very eloquently, right?
Right. Like sometimes you want to sound like intelligent, even though you might not be. Hello. But yeah, like a lot of the times, like with my boyfriend who's Japanese, like I will say something and then he'll be like, "Oh, what's that?" And like I'll use like simpler vocabulary to explain what it means, and then so like I'll just end up using the simpler vocabulary because it's easier.
Okay, so you would say your boyfriend's not very Americanized.
Well, he studied in Canada, so he speaks English. He speaks English well, but like like sometimes like a very, difficult word that you don't hear.
English?
Not katakana English, but like instead of saying like not even like sophisticated vocabulary, but more like, cat like slang or something, like I'll just use like the word he probably knows in my mind.
You're getting you're getting that kind of stuff, or like people start using like Japanese English on you. Like, where can I find Trump? Or like, like because they're talking about cards. They're not talking about, the president. I mean, not the president, but
yes, like when they're talking about like playing cards.
Playing cards, or
I'll say
else. That was one.
I'll say Trump for and I say university all the time instead of college, because like nobody
I don't think that one matters too much. All right, call to action. It's time to end this.
Call to action.
Unless you have more questions. Sorry, it's just it's
no
midnight and
yeah, you must be tired.
No, I'm not tired. Actually, everybody in the
Robert subscribed.
Oh, cool! Thanks for subscribing to TokyoBriBri.
Thank you very much.
Robert always hangs around the streams that I do, so he's pretty cool.
Nice. Are you in Tokyo, Robert? Is he in Tokyo?
No, I don't really know much about him. So
you're like, I don't know this guy.
Well, I don't know. I try to act, treat everyone like a friend. That's just me.
Yeah. Well, if you're in Tokyo, holler. If you're not, holler anyway.
Thanks for doing this. Really interesting. You're welcome, Enigma Dave. All right. Okay. So, in all seriousness.
Okay. Oh, he's in California. Okay.
He's Fontana, California. Yeah. He's mentioned that before. Anyway. Well,
thanks for having me.
Yeah. Okay. I got to do the thing. Okay. This was a live recording off of YouTube of me in TokyoBriBri. Be sure to push the like button so it reaches the aggregate and I don't know, raises awareness, because that's what YouTube tells me to tell people. I don't know, what else should they do? Rotate your tires if you have a car.
Spay or neuter your pets.
Yeah, make sure you floss. Flossing actually, I read something today that being on a low carb diet is actually bad for your health, supposedly.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, no. Plot twist.
Plot twist. Eat your carbs.
Eat your carbs. Eat your
Or
vegetables.
drink your carbs, whichever.
Remember, yeah. Robert says, be kind to everyone. Look both ways before you cross the road. Tell good jokes. Yeah, I think I'm breaking that rule already. If you're ever in Japan, say hi. Oh, and if you see me at a maid cafe, don't wave to me. No, that's not.
Oh.
I'm joking. I used to say that all the time at the end of my older videos.
Aw.
Because I thought it was cute. I'm having separation anxiety. TokyoBriBri, you gotta help me.
Okay, well, we'll do this again sometime.
You'll do this again sometime. You'll be doing woman and person on the street interviews again.
Yes.
And I don't know. I'm not really good at coming up with ideas for like collabs other than the show.
We'll think of something. We can all.
Well, because I mean, then sometimes you make collab videos, and then you're like, "This is TokyoBriBri. Subscribe to her channel." The end. Like, be sure to push the buttons down below. And it's like, what the hell was that? It didn't even do anything.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, I've got some ideas.
Yeah.
I'll message you.
Yeah, I'm always available. 24/7. Message me anytime.
Cool.
Actually, no, that's not true. No.
I'm free all the time. I got nothing going on.
When I'm asleep, I won't answer your messages. Sorry.
That's okay.
I have, rules. Oh, Robert, no, it's fine. You can. It's okay that you joined late.
Yeah. Aw.
All right. Thanks for sticking around for the chat, guys. Next week on our show is Lane Academy. He's a musician here in Japan, or was a musician. He has a YouTube channel called Sunday Replay, where he plays antiquated Japanese video games with a bunch of people. So,
I'll watch.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
Yeah. For sure.
And anything you want to say? I'm going to give you the last word. Is that a wise idea?
Probably not.
All right. We'll end on that.
Peace.
Peace out, guys. Bye.
Bye.